Hi guys, welcome to badaflash Photoshop cheat sheet. This is for doing layer and blending options, and it's going to be where you have a finished product no matter what, guys. You're going to make a finished product, which most of the tutorial guys do not do. We want to bring you step by step and get you through it with a lot of extra tricks, guys. And to start off, this is something like you're gonna make, but I want you to make one from scratch because that's what this is all about. This is cheat sheet Photoshop, all right? And using the blending options over here and layers, guys, you could do some fantastic things just with this palette that a lot of people do not know about. And that's what we're going to be working on. So let's get started. All right, basically we're going to do a new composition and we're going to set it up to like, 1400 by, 900 to give it a nice size. So when it's done, you can always reduce. It's better to reduce from big than to go from small to big. All right, guys, so we're going to start with a fresh, clean slate here. All right, let's fit on screen, and we can bring this down. Remember to use your command minus. All right, so now we obviously need all the goods to start working with this. Okay, and again, we're doing a water coming down a city scene. You could do this with any buildings and grab any water, and what you're going to do is, again, cheat sheet. You're grabbing all of these images off of a Google search, okay? You're going to use your browser to grab all the material, and you're not copying, you're using, and you're either emphasizing what's there or reducing it or making it smaller. So it's not copying, it's just using some of their tools. All right, guys, so we're going to go over to Google, and we're going to grab we're going to go to images, and we're going to do ocean water. All right, guys, and we're going to look for some pictures, grab them, and then we're going to work with those. All right, let's look around and grab some with some funky movement and some waves going on, because this is water coming down a city. Old city streets. Okay, now let's see if we can find some. See, we want the angle like this, guys, but we want it a little wider. See the way the buildings are going down? You get a nice breach going down with perspective to a smaller point here where the waves could come down. All right, that's what we want. So let's try to see if we can find something that will work awesome with that. You could use any of these. Again, guys, it's just I want to give you a cool result here, but again, you guys could use anything. That's not good because you'd have to do a lot of... You're going to be taking a black and white too, guys, because I want to show you how to colorize your... Again, you're getting everything here. You're getting a colorization, you're getting the waves, you're getting blending options, and it's not just take this, what you learn here, and use for this type of picture. The blending options and learning that will show you how to do a lot. All right, I kind of like that. All right, that's the city. Like this. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is, this will be in the project folder because I want to show you how you can colorize everything, guys. See these old neons? You're going to make it so these neons stand out. And this street is going to be filled with the water coming down, and you won't see these horse and buggies. So let's drag this over to the new project window. And what we want to do in here, guys, is you want to use your edit, transform, and scale tool. All right, and because you're going to drop this down to the size that you want. And we're going to go with that right there. And what we're going to do is bring this up a little higher. And we're going to try to get this center down between these centers. And we want the water to come up past this, so, and above these people, so it looks cool. We don't want, obviously if you do the people and everything, you're going to have them bobbing with their arms waving in the air. So I kind of like that. And we're going to hit enter. All right, now what we're going to start doing, guys, is using your layers palette. We're going to lay down the colors. So again, you're going to be using this, all right? Because what's going to happen is, for light colors, guys, if you're using dark colors, you're going to use this area, dark to darker. That will emphasize more of a darker look. But we want to bring a light coat of a brush onto this canvas so it looks natural, blending with the colors in behind it. So the light will make it go through with the colors behind it. If you use the dark color on this, it will just be all dark all the time. So I will show you how we're going to do this. So you want to always, here's your layer palette, guys. You could turn off the background. You don't need it. Or you could double click it and just make it into a layer. All right, that's, if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be able to work with that because it's locked, guys. So you always double click it and then say okay. All right, now you want to always, when you highlight a layer, the layer above it is what gets put next when you add to it anyway, whether it's a copy paste or anything like that. So we're going to do a new layer. All right, we want to set this to an overlay, guys, because we're going to grab a bunch of different colors and we're going to start making these buildings look real. All right, give a little the old style colorization, what they did with old photos. All right, guys. So now you want to take your brush, and if I was to put this just to blue right now, watch what's going to happen. See how the black's coming through it? But we don't want that. So we're going to Command Z, or we're going to make sure you have your history palette always available, guys. That's up here. And you go to history. And what you do is you find where it was on the history and you just go a layer above it. Now we're back to where we got started before. So let's go over to the swatches. And let's pick a color that we could start working with. All right, remember you want to lay colors in. So I want to do a little bit of a brown. All right, and with that brown, I want to bring this down. We could always do it with the opacity on the layer afterwards. But here we're going to start laying in some colors, guys. I want you to just tap. And as you go along, for certain areas, you tap. All right, if you go too many taps, you're going to make it darker. All right, so we're going to just lay in the color all over the place on this, guys. All right, on the building. You don't have to do the sky. All right, see how it blends and it grabs any of the darkness behind it? And it keeps the outline of everything with details in it, guys. That's what's great about using this layer palette. All right. And if you don't want that, you can always use the erase tool and get rid of this. And we're going to show you how to use layer mask soon. So therefore, when you're using the layer mask, in a second, I will show you that. But let's just get a lot of color down on this first. All right. Bring it in, put it on the top.